Guys, in this video we'll be discussing about network topologies. So what is the network topology? Network topology defines the layout of a organization or the connections of the nodes. So network topology defines the layout. So what is a layout? So layout consists of the different layout consists the communications or the links between the different types of nodes, but we don't know how they are connected, but they are connected virtually, or the structure of the network. So they are not connected physically, but also they are not only physically, but they are also connected logically. So network can have a physical topology as well as multiple logical topologies at the same time. That is what network topology means. So in simpler words, it is nothing but the arrangement of nodes of a computer network. So topology is also called layout of networks. I think hope you clear the definition. So network topology defines the layout, virtual, shape or structure of the network, not only physically but also logically. So what is physical topology and logical topology? I will explain now. So a network can have one physical topology or one or more physical topologies, but it will definitely have the logical topology and multiple logical topologies at the same time. So I have told that the network topology is nothing but the arrangement of nodes of a computer network. So topology, I said that topology is nothing but the layout of nodes. So topology is classified into two types, that is physical topology and logical topology. So physical topology deals with the placement of various nodes, that is how each node is constructed, that which shape it is, or that's all belongs to physical topology. And logical topology deals with the data flow in the network. So for how many it should flow in unidirectional or directional, it depends upon the logical topology. So coming to topology, so topology is classified into two types, that is physical topology and another one is logical topology. So I said that physical topology deals with the placements of nodes, or the structure of nodes. I mean that it is nothing but the architecture of the nodes. So what does logical topology deals with? It deals with the data flow in the network. So it deals with the data flow in the network. So what is data flow? In which direction that is flowing? It is bidirectional or unidirectional. So logical topology deals with the flow of the network. So that is a simple classification of topologies. So let us dive into the types of network topologies. So there are many types of network topologies, but in this video we will be seeing only the 5 main network topologies, that are bus, ring, star, mesh and hybrid topologies. Types of network topologies. So we will be seeing the bus, ring, star, mesh as well as the hybrid. hybrid topology. So these are the five main network topologies. So in this video we will be seeing all those things. So let us start with the bus topology. So when you travel in a bus, what do you see? What do you observe? There is a one medium, that is the bus. That is the bus, and all the people, consider all the people as nodes. So all the people will be traveling in a bus called medium. So that is what it is. So bus is nothing but it is a in that illustration, the bus is nothing but the medium or the cable connected to it, and the persons who board into the bus are nothing but the nodes. So in our point of view, there are nodes. So this is the actual architecture of a bus topology. So what do you understand from this? Data can be flow from one direction to another direction, and once the cable is broken, what will happen? The data can't flow to each and every substation or the substation or the workstation. So if one of the node is failed, for example, if A is failed, what will happen? There is nothing much to lose in the network. There, whereas something if B are sent to C, is there any role of A? No, there is nothing. There is no role of A, right? So this is what the bus topology deals with. So all the data transmitted between the nodes in the network is transmitted over this common transition medium, and is able to receive by all the nodes in the network simultaneously. So for example, if I send any data in this communication, so every node will receive the data, but based upon the address I provide in the data packet, it will goes to the that node only. For example, if a tries to send the packet to D, so the packet will goes to B, as well as the packet will goes to C, and also the packet will goes to D. But what will happen in the packet transmission? So when the packet is sent to B, it checks that the source ID is from A, but the destination ID is of D. So B won't take that packet, and it will go to the C, again the same shape process. So the source ID is from A, and the destination ID in the packet is from D. So C also rejects it, and lastly it goes to the D. So D will receive that packet. So this is the architecture and the flow of bus topology. So let me write all the points. All data transmitted between nodes in the network is transmitted over this common transmission medium, and is able to be received by all nodes in the network simultaneously. The signal contains the address of intended receiving machine travels from the source machine. So what I told, that if any node, or if any node sends the information, so the particular destination source will only receive the packet. That is a signal containing the address of the intended receiving machine travels from a source machine in both direction. I said that bus topology is nothing but data will be flowing from data will be bidirectional. So source, I'll just stop here. So source machine in both directional to all machines connected to the bus until it finds the intended recipient. It finds the recipient or the destination source. the intended recipient. So this is what the bus topology. So data will be flowing from data flow will be bidirectional. So data flow is bidirectional. So let me write the advantages and disadvantages of bus topology. So let me note the advantages. So what is advantage? Bus topology is easy to implement and extend. So if you want two more or three more workstations or the workstations or nodes, you can extend it as per your requirement. So that is what the main advantage is. So what is an advantage? So it can be easy to implement, and extend. So based upon your needs, you can extend the bus topology. But we are using only one transmission medium, that is wire. The wire is very expensive. So only one wire. So one wire we are using, only one wire is we are using. So it will be less expensive. Sorry, just correct my statement. So less expensive. So what is this bus topology mainly suitable for the temporary networks? For example, if you want to shift your network to another area, so bus topology is the best source to use for, is useful, well suited for temporary networks. And the if any node fails, it does it affect the transition medium? No, it doesn't affect the transition medium. So if any node fails, there is nothing effect to the others. So node failure doesn't affect others. So how much cost does it take to implement it? It is very cheap, no? So it is a bus topology, it is very cheap to implement. So less cost to implement. So these are the advantages of bus topology. Let me write the disadvantages. So what will be the disadvantages? So once if the transition medium fails, what will happen? So the entire station will be, so the entire bus topology will be disordered, right? So that is one of the disadvantages. So that is nothing but the no redundancy. That is not fault tolerance. Tolerant. That is nothing but the no redundancy. There is no redundancy in bus topology. And what is that? Transition medium is limited cable. If you want, we can extend. What if we don't have the extended cable? So there is one another drawback, right? So limited network cable is provided to us. So limited cable length is one of the drawback of the bus topology. And what will happen if any packet sent from source destination to destination? So the every packet is received by all the nodes in the transition medium. So there is no security for our data. What will happen if the data packet loses its destination source? So this is one of the main reason that we don't have no security for our data packet. There will be no security. And performance decreases as additional computers are added. If more computers are added, what will be the transition speed? So transition speed will be decreased because we have to send each and every packet to all the nodes, right? So what will happen? So performance degrades as additional computers are added. So what will happen if we increase the number of computers? The maintenance cost will be high, right? So if we continuously go and adding the new computers to the transmission train, so there will be a maintenance cost will be higher. So that is one of the point. So maintenance cost may be higher if we increase the nodes or the connections for the transition medium. That's all about bus topology. So let us move to the ring topology. So what is a ring topology? Ring topology is nothing but the it is a bus topology which is connected within a loop. So they if so let me draw the figure, and you will be able to understand. So this is the ring topology, but actually this is a we will be forming ring topology with the help of bus topology. So bus topology is like this. What will in a straight line, what we'll doing, we'll be joining the last end of one node to the last end of the other node to make a ring topology. So this is node A, node B, and node C, and node D. If A node want to send the data to D node, it can't send directly from using this transmission medium. A can only send through all only send you can only send the data to passing all this from passing all the nodes, as because so ring topology is a unidirectional topology, so it can't go to the random nodes. So sending and receiving data takes place with the help of token. So ring topology is also known as random token ring topology also. It is a peer-to-peer LAN technology connections. So two connections, one to each of its neighbor networks. Two nodes are connected to using with the LAN cable. That's all. Transmission medium. That's all about ring topology. So let me note down all the points which I said now. So what is the ring topology? A ring topology is a bus topology in a closed loop. So that we already discussed. So what is a P2P LAN technology? So every node is connected with using a LAN. So that is the meaning. So P2P LAN topology. So data will be flowing in unidirectional. So unidirectional. So that is what I explained here. If you want to send a packet to D, so it can't send the packet in an anti-clockwise manner. So A has to send the packet in a clockwise manner, that is in one direction only. So it is unidirectional. So sending and receiving packets takes place with the help of a token. That is sometimes we'll also call as a ring topology as token ring topology. So sending and receiving data takes place with the help of a token. So that's all about ring topology. So let me write the advantages and disadvantages of ring topology. So what is the advantage? Main advantage, performance is better than bus topology, right? So what will happen in a ring topology? So it is easily gets transmitted to all the nodes which it requires. Can cause bottleneck due to the weak links. That is one of the disadvantage. What will happen if the network signal is less? There will be a bottleneck connections, and all the networks will be having a equal access because it is connected in a circular path, right? So that are the advantages of ring topology. So let me note down. So what is the first advantages? It is the network topology is very well organized. That is, it is very well organized, right? So each node has a each node will be in its own place, but we'll be transmitting our data packet to each and every destination node. So topology is very well organized. So let me write down. It is very well organized. So topology is very well organized. What will happen? Performance better than bus topology, right? So ring topology has better performance means than bus topology. So what will happen? Additional components do not affect the performance of network. If we increase the more nodes or anything, there is nothing much to be worried, because each computer has equal access to the resources. So each computer has equal access access to resources. So these are the advantages of ring topology. So let us move to the disadvantages. So what is the main advantage of ring topology? Because it is unidirectional, so we can't unidirectional signals of failure will affect the whole network. That is one of the main disadvantages. So it is unidirectional. Signal point of failure will affect the whole network. And what is the second disadvantage is, if we increase the load, what will happen? If we feed the transmission line with the use data, what will happen? The performance will be decreased because it is flowing in unidirectional, right? So if data is flowing in unidirectional, the load is more, what will happen? The performance will be decreased here. So performance of the ring topology, performance will be decreased if we increase the load or the data packets we need to send. And last one is, there is no security in ring topology because it is flowing in unidirectional. What happen if one of the connection between so let me explain the diagram. So if A want to send the data to D and here C node is failed, what will happen? A tries to send the packet to, and sends the packet, B receives and B will be sending to C. If there is nothing medium to, there is no interlink between B and D, where the data packet will be going, so data packet will be losing, right? So that is one of the disadvantage, that is there is no security for our data packet. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of ring topology. So let us move to the another topology, that is star topology. So what is a star topology? In star topology, every node is connected to a central node called a hub. So what we will be doing in star topology? Think that this is a hub. So we will be connecting every PlayStation or the workstation to a centralized hub. So what will happen? Every node will be receiving data from the receive and sends the data from the hub itself. So what is hub and what is the hub properties, I will explain in my computer networks videos. So don't worry, just try to understand what is an hub. So in hub we'll be sending the data to each and every node. So what will happen if the hub fails? If the hub fails, the entire star topology will be distorted. So that is one of the disadvantages, right? So it has a centralized management because only the hub is responsible for to send and receiving the packets from the nodes. So all the traffic must pass through the hub or the switch. So these are the points we have to note in star topology. So let me write. So every node is connected to a central node called a hub or switch. And what I said, it is a centralized management system. Centralized management, because hub is the main responsible to send and receive the package from the nodes. So what happened if any PlayStation fails? There is nothing much we will be losing, but they expect the PlayStation. So there is a one more point which I need to include in this. If we want to extend or add any networks or add any PlayStation, there is nothing but we can do. We can add as per our requirement, or you can extend the star topology also, because star topology is very scalable. That is, we can extend as per our requirement. So all the traffic. So that is one of the advantages also. I will explain it later. Traffic must pass through the hub, or this called a hub or a switch, anything you can call it as. So let us write the advantages and disadvantages of star topology. So what is the advantages? It is easy to implement, right? So we will be taking only one hub and we will be implementing with the nodes or with the computers easily. So it is easy to implement and it is a centralized administration. So it helps to monitor the entire network. So it is and also the star topology is better than the bus topology also. And why did I say that it is a scalable? Because we can add as per our requirements. That is, if we need any 10 nodes or 10 networks to 10 networks in a star topology, we can add it. So there is nothing problem in that. So that's why star topology is scalable, very scalable. So let me write, it is easy to design and implement, and it is a centralized administration administration and it is very scalable, right? This is one of the advantages. So let me write the disadvantages of star topology. So what are the disadvantages of star topology? If central device fails, whole network will go down. That is, if what will happen if the hub fails, there is no structure, right? So if hub fails, the entire star topology will be distorted. So increased cost due to the switch or hub. If hub is a very huge cost, right? So if we can afford an hub, we can form a network. What if we can't afford to an hub? So there will be an increase in the increase of the cost of the hub. The use of hub or a router or a switch central device increase the overall cost of a network. That is what I want to say. So single point of failure affects the whole network. That is, if WAF fails, there is nothing to do with the structure, right? So what will happen if the load is high? If the load is high, what will be doing? It will be sending the packets very slowly to the each and every network. So there is a bottleneck due to the overload. What is mean by bottleneck? So when you see a bottle like this, so this is a bottle, and there will be a large volume here. But what will happen when coming out from this, there will be a small trunk-like structure. This is what is known as bottleneck structure. Because if the load is high, what will happen? The data will be transmitted through a small channel.